everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Amy and I am currently on a debt-free journey paying off 6 figures worth of student loan debt. So today I'm going to be talking about our real number May 2021 budget. I'm super excited about this month because it is my birthday on May 26th. So this is always an exciting month for me, and I'm very happy to share all about where our budget is going this month. We do have a couple of extra items in here that we don't normally have, and we will discuss that as we go along. So first thing I do when I'm starting a new month budget is I look at our income, how many checks we have from our regular jobs. If you're new here, I do typically have some side hustle income every single month. However, we do not budget for that. So if you want to check out my latest budget closeout, that is where I discuss our actual income that we received, including any side hustle income or extra income. And I talk all about how we allocated that in that video. This is mostly just our baseline budget with our regular income, not including any side hustle income. So this is just our W-2 income. So for my husband and I both, we both work full time and we both get paid bi-weekly. So our normal salary is $6,200. That is what we typically bring in every single month. So we are working with $6,200 in our budget today. So the next portion that I move on to is our fixed expenses. So fixed expenses, including like our mortgage, cell phones, and all those things that don't typically change month to month. So first item here is our mortgage. So our mortgage is due on the 1st. So this is actually our mortgage payment for June 1st. I do use the previous month budget for the 1st of the month for our mortgage. So this is our mortgage for June 1st, and that is an amount of $1,284. We do live in the Midwest if you're new here. Our cell phones, this is for my husband and I both. That is a total of $140. And then we do have Netflix. I get a lot of questions on this. We do have Netflix and Hulu. Hulu is through our cell phone provider, so we don't actually pay for that separately. And Netflix is a subscription that we do pay for monthly, so that is $15. We do also have a Peloton bike. That is $41 a month. And we do pay for internet. So we do stream, we don't have cable, just internet. And then we do use the Netflix and Hulu, and we also have Amazon Prime as well. We pay that on an annual basis. So internet comes out on the 28th, and that is $60. So that is it this month for our fixed expenses. So that brings us to a total of $1,540. And that leaves us with $46.60 remaining. So then what I do is I pull that up to our variable expenses. So we do have a few extra variable expenses this month. We do have our electric bill, which is a monthly expense that comes out on the 28th. And that we are budgeting $225. That probably will be a little bit high. However, I do tend to just want to have that a little bit higher if possible, just in case. Our electric is pretty variable. Again, we do live in the Midwest. May is typically one of the months that it is a little bit lower because April, we tend to not use heat or cool as much because it's pretty mild here in April. So I'm anticipating that is probably gonna be a little bit high. But again, I do reconcile it in our budget closeout video, and we just allocate any extra money in that video. So I'm gonna leave that at $225 for now. We do have our water bill. This is actually a quarterly expense for us. So you do not see this every single month. This is quarterly. So that I am budgeting $250. I used to only budget $200. However, we have been home lately because of coronavirus, and I'm working from home full time right now. So we have been using quite a bit more water than typical. So I'm gonna budget $250 for this month. I think that'll probably be right on track. Personal spending. This is something we get every single month, and that is $100 for both my husband and I. We do just get that money to spend however we want. And like I said, this month is my birthday, so I am allocating a little bit of money for my birthday. Typically, this is just used for like a dinner out, or like if we want to go do something on one of our birthdays. It's not like for gifts necessarily. My husband and I, we really don't exchange gifts very frequently, at least anymore or right now. So this is mostly just for like a dinner out or just something to celebrate my birthday. So that is $150. Gas, this is gas for our car. and that is $100. And I'm gonna mark these 531 because we do use a credit card. That is how we do our variable expenses. We use a credit card and we pay it off twice a month. So groceries, MISC, and dining out are our other categories. So groceries, we do $500 a month. We are a family of 4. I have 2 kids and my husband and I. That has been working out pretty well for us. It's definitely a little bit challenging sometimes to stay on that budget. So maybe in the future we'll be able to increase it as we kind of get a little bit better of a handle on our debt and everything. As of right now, I'm trying to really stick under 500. MISC is 200. I get a lot of questions on this MISC budget. So I tend to mostly use our grocery budget on anywhere where we're buying groceries. So typically that could be like Walmart or Target. That tends to just come out of our grocery budget. MISC is more for things like clothing items or like random Amazon purchases or anything that is unexpected, things for our kids, or maybe like a gift for a party or something that we're going to. That is what comes out of our MISC budget. I know $200 seems like a lot, but we're a family of 4 and it can definitely add up really quickly, especially for like some random household items and stuff. So that has been working out well for us as well. So we will be leaving that at 200, and dining out we do 200 as well. Oop, not 2,000. Oh my goodness. I wish, right? I would not like to cook at all. So that would be cool. So total variable expenses for the month of May is $1,725, and that leaves us with a total remaining of $2,935. So then we are moving into our sinking fund categories. Before I move into the sinking fund categories though, I did actually have a question from my last budget that I wanted to address. I do get questions about our emergency fund, and because I never show it in our sinking funds, or at least I haven't I don't think in any of the videos I've done. So emergency fund, we have fully funded right now, at least for now. It's not fully funded to what we would like it to be at forever, but we do have around $7,000 in there right now, which seems like a pretty good amount for us right now. We do not add to it right now because we are paying off debt, so we're just leaving it as it is. And once we're debt free, we will fully fund it, which will probably be about $20,000 for us. So right now we're leaving it. I do actually put any of the interest that we accrue in our high interest savings account, I put on our emergency fund, so that it is technically getting funded, you know, a few dollars every single month, but that's just a way that I kind of keep it going, but I'm not like actively saving, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just wanted to address that because I thought it was a good question, because you don't see me saving for it ever, and I just want to let you guys know we do have an emergency fund. It's not fully funded necessarily, but it is enough for us to feel comfortable for right now while we're paying off debt. So sinking funds that we are funding this month, we are funding car, home, Christmas, and vacation. These are our typical sinking funds. Car, we just purchased a new car, so I'm still adding to this just for like car maintenance and things like that. So I'm going to budget $50 this month for our car sinking fund. I'm going to budget $75 for our home sinking fund. I'm going to budget $50 for Christmas and another $50 for vacation. We did use a bit of our vacation sinking fund for our staycation that we went in March, so I do want to just start to replenish that in hopes of going on a vacation, you know, sometime in the next couple of years. I don't even know what's going on with COVID and everything, so for now it's, you know, just a thought, but I do want to just keep that pretty replenished so that once we are able to safely travel, we are able to do so. So total sinking funds is $225, which leaves us with a remaining of $2,710. So then we're going to bring this down to debt and savings. So this is where I would put emergency fund savings if we were doing that, or savings for like a specific thing as well, or any extra savings that we wanted to do. However, right now our focus is mainly on debt repayment, especially since we did achieve our goal of buying a car in cash. So right now all of our extra money is going towards debt, which means that this full $2,710 is going towards debt this month. That is what we have planned. We do tend to pay extra on our debt because we do, like I said, achieve some side hustle income typically throughout the month. So this number will probably go up a little bit. But as of right now, we plan to send $2,710 to debt, and that makes a zero-based budget. So we are zero-based budgeters. I know that doesn't work for everybody, but that is what works for us. And again, I do typically just use this budget as a guide. I like to have this, and then we basically just work off of this throughout the month. And any extra income that we achieve every single week, we allocate typically towards debt right now. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Have you done your May budget yet? I know I post these pretty early. I am typically like to have my budget done by the middle of the month prior. That's just how I budget. I like to have it done. And I also like to post these videos for you guys in case it helps or in case you want someone to budget with. So let me know in the comments below how your budget's going, how your budget's looking for May. When's your birthday? I'm so excited for my birthday in May. I'm turning 29, so it's my last birthday in my 20s. So I am looking forward to closing out my 20s this year, and thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do consider doing so. It really helps out my channel, and give this video a like, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.